Are you tapping into the spring energy around your money right now? Because if you're not, you could be missing one of the biggest natural advantages of the year. Everything moves in cycles. The year, the seasons, even our breath. And your money, it has seasons too. Most financial advice completely ignores that. It asks you to show up the same way every single month, with the same energy, the same budget, the same plan, regardless of what season you're actually in. That's one of the reasons January resets fail by February. Wrong season for that kind of energy. Spring is different. Spring is fire energy. It's the push that moves life forward. And today I'm going to show you how to use it for your money. One of these steps involves something humans have been doing for thousands of years to clear old energy, and it works just as well for your spending patterns. Before we get into this, I want to make one thing clear. You're not separate from the natural world. Your energy has seasons. Your spending has patterns that follow those seasons. Your capacity to look at your money fluctuates the same way the light fluctuates. More is available in some seasons than others. And when we try to force a flat, linear financial system onto a cyclical human life, it breaks every time. Throughout history, humans have marked the seasonal transition with fire. Bonfires, rituals, the burning away of what was old to make space for what was coming. We don't need a bonfire today, but we're going to use the same principle. This video has 4 parts: prepare, release, take stock, and plant. Each one is practical, each one takes the season seriously, and by the end, you'll have cleared something old, looked honestly at your money right now, and set a real intention for where you're going. If you felt like your money patterns just follow you from year to year, unchanged, this video can start to change that. Part 1, prepare. Before we touch a single number, we prepare. And I know that sounds like the soft part. It's not. Here's what I mean. When most people sit down to look at their money, their bank account, their budget, their spending, their nervous system is already braced, already tense, already in that low-level dread where nothing feels safe. And then we wonder why we avoid it. The environment you create for this work matters. Fire is the energy of growth and transition. It's literally what drives life. Chloroplasts transform the sun's energy into the power plant of every living cell. Fire energy is not soft or passive. It is the push that moves life forward, and it can move things forward for us too. So before you do the money work, bring that energy in physically. Think about what spring looks like to you and feels like to you. Red, orange, and yellow, the bold pinks and greens of actual new growth, things pushing through, things that weren't there a month ago. Find one thing that feels like that and put it where you can see it while you work. And light a candle, a small one, an electric one if you can't have an actual fire. It all works. I know this sounds like I'm asking you to magic your finances. I am. Stay with me. That flame changes the quality of attention you bring. It tells your nervous system, this is different. This is intentional. This is tending, not managing. Space prepared? Check. That's part 1. Part 2, release. This is the part humans have always known to do in spring. Clear out the old before you plant anything new. You can't plant new financial habits in soil that's still full of last year's roots. The old stories, the old patterns, the old beliefs about money that you've been carrying, they take up space, and spring is the season to weed them out. There are 3 kinds of things worth releasing here, and I'm going to give you all 3, and I want you to notice which one resonates with you. Don't overthink it. The first thing that comes up is usually the right one. The first is a money story, something you tell yourself about money and your relationship with it. I'll never get ahead. I'm just not good at this. Money always feels so stressful. These stories are not true, they're inherited, and they need to go. The second is a spending pattern you know isn't serving you. The Sunday night retail therapy, the subscriptions you haven't opened in 6 months, the impulse spending that feels good for 20 minutes and then hollow after, you know the one. The third is a belief you absorbed somewhere along the way about what money means, about what having it says about you, what wanting more of it makes you. A lot of us are carrying beliefs about money that were never actually ours to begin with. One of those three just came to mind. Write it down, one sentence. Then release it physically. If you have a candle burning, write it on a small piece of paper and burn it. Safely, of course. If that's not possible, tear it up. Write it in your notes and then delete it letter by letter. Say it out loud and say, I'm done carrying this into the next season. Yes, I'm asking you to burn a piece of paper for your budget. Yes, it works. The ritual matters. The body needs to participate in the release, not just the mind. That's part 2. Part 3, take stock. A gardener doesn't plant blindly. She looks at what's actually in the ground first. She checks the seeds. She looks at what made it through the winter and what didn't. She works with what's actually there, not what she wishes was there. That's what we're doing now with your money. This is the Money Pulse, a simple check-in with your actual numbers in your body. And I want to say something about it before we do it. You prepared your space. You released something. You are tending right now, not managing. The quality of attention you're bringing to this is different from the usual panicked budget check. So when you open your accounts, try to bring that same energy, curious, present. Here's what the Money Pulse looks like. Open your bank account, your budget, your spending tracker, whatever you actually use, and ask yourself these questions. What is in your accounts right now? And then, how does your body feel looking at it? Where do you feel it? Your chest, your shoulders, your stomach? If you're ready for more, you can check what came in this month, what went out. Is there anything that surprised you? Then, check your body again. Did anything change? Just notice. No fixing, no judging, no immediately building a new spreadsheet to solve what you see. Just honest witnessing. If your body just tensed up, that's information. That's exactly what we're working with. The numbers and the nervous system together. Always both. That's part 3. Part 4, plant. This is the part most money videos never get to. And honestly, it's the part that changes what actually happens next. Spring is the season of potential. The energy in the seed before it breaks open. The life that's already there, already pushing, already becoming before you can even see it yet. Our decisions determine our future, not in a hustle culture way, in a very literal, very real way. The person you are becoming is built from the choices you make today. And when you can see that future version of yourself clearly, feel her, understand how she thinks, how she moves through a financial decision, you can start to make choices as her right now. That's not magic. That's a proven way to change your life right now. So the last part of this reset is a visualization practice. And I'm not going to guide you through it here. I want you to do this one on your own. Find a quiet moment before you close this video or after, whatever feels right. Keep your candle burning if you can. Feet on the floor, hands open. Take a few slow breaths to settle. And then ask yourself these questions, slowly, with space between. Imagine it's next fall. Find the version of you that spent this season tending her money. What does she look like when she opens her bank account? How does her body feel? What decisions did she make this season that are different than the old pattern? Who is she becoming? Not just financially, but in her whole relationship with money. And then, what is one decision you can make today as that woman? Write down whatever comes up. Don't judge it. Don't overthink it. That's your first act of tending this season. That woman you just saw, She's not a fantasy. She's not some distant version of you that requires everything to be perfect first. She's just you with a season of tending behind her. And that season starts right now with the 4 things we did today. We prepared your space. You released something that was ready to go. You looked honestly at where you are and you planted a vision of where you're going. That's not a budget overhaul. That's not a resolution you'll abandon in 3 weeks. That is a tending practice, and you can come back to it as often as needed. If this resonated with you, the video on why you keep starting over with money is a good next watch. It's linked here. Leave me a comment. Which of the 4 parts hit hardest for you today? I read everyone. I'm Michelle. I help people tending their money and themselves because what's going on inside when you're working with your numbers matters just as much as the numbers themselves. Come back again. We'll talk more.